Stormwatch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, temperatures today are actually pretty mild, especially up and down Interstate 5 at this particular time. In fact, it is 47 degrees in Medford, 45 in Grants Pass, still mid-50s along the Oregon coast, 54 for Gold Beach, but 45 in Montague and east the Cascades. We're into the upper 30s and low 40s for the most part, except 35 right now in Chemult, 40 degrees in Klamath Falls. So it's pretty dry out today, and we're going to stay that way for the remainder part of the day. And we're looking at temperatures into the low to mid 40s. East the Cascades, we're looking at 40 for Lakeview, 43 for Klamath Falls, 45 for Mount Shasta City, and we'll be into the low 50s here into the Rogue Valley, also along the Oregon coast. Generally 50 to 55 degrees. We're looking at forecast high of 53 degrees for Medford. For tonight, we'll be looking at temperatures pretty chilly east the Cascades. It's going to take a little while for the rain to get over there. We'll get into those details coming up. There, we're looking at 22 for Lakeview, 28 for Klamath Falls, 35 for Wairika, and mid-40s along the Oregon coast. So we have sunshine today, and we'll keep that throughout the region. And then we're going to see clouds on the increase later on this afternoon and especially into this evening. And then we're going to start seeing that rain develop right along the Oregon coast. That rain will start to push inland as we go into the overnight hours. So we should start seeing some rain here in the Rogue Valley probably around midnight, give or take a couple hours. But around there when most people are asleep, and by the time you're waking up tomorrow, we should be seeing some widespread rain into the region. Then we'll start seeing some snow east the Cascades, but you notice how that snow quickly erodes away because the snow level is going to be shooting way up throughout the day. Now the rain will change over to showers tomorrow afternoon, so we'll have that steady rain early on, and then we'll see more of that on and off precipitation as we go throughout the day. And now you can kind of see from some of these orange colors there could be some heavy rain potentially, especially along the Oregon coast. In fact, that's where the heaviest rain really is going to be confined. Will be along the Oregon coast, and we could briefly see it here west of the Cascades and other areas, but it's not going to be as likely except for along the Oregon coast. Now in terms of how much rain we're going to be looking at for the day tomorrow, not a significant amount east of the Cascades, even up and down I-5, but most of the heavy rain will stay west of, say, Grants Pass, where we're going to be looking at the heaviest rain. In fact, some of the pinpoint models we're going to be looking at about 1.5 inches to 2 inches along the Oregon coast, 1/2 inch to 1 inch along the southern Oregon Cascades, northern Oregon Cascades as well. For the Illinois Valley and the Rogue Valley, generally about 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches, but a little bit less for the Rogue Valley. And the Shasta Valley and east side, we'll be looking at generally less than 0.2 of an inch of rain. Now snow levels are fairly meager today, about 4,000 to 5,000 feet for today, but they shoot way up late tomorrow to about 8,500 feet. So we're not going to see a whole lot of snow, and you can see that here on our snowfall map, just maybe 1 inch over by Quartz Mountain, Bly Mountain, even Crater Lake, only going to be looking at a couple of inches of snow. Now it's going to get really warm here in the next several days just for overnight lows. These are the low temperatures, and these are going to be what we should be looking at for high temperatures, more or less. So it's going to be pretty warm here in the next several days. In fact, here is your forecast for the Oregon coast, looking at temperatures into the 50s through Saturday, and we shoot up into the 60s beginning on Sunday. The one dry day would probably be either late Sunday and into early on Monday. For Northern California, it should be dry today, so a pretty nice day overall, but that rain will start to ramp up, especially once we get towards late Friday and into Saturday, and then less rain once we get towards early next week. Klamath Basin, temperatures will be in the 40s and 50s, flirting with 60 degrees by the time we get towards early next week. We could be looking at a little bit of some rain and snow on Friday as temperatures would be cold enough at night. Cascades, we'll see some rain and snow also, but the snow levels again shooting way up, and then they stay pretty high as we get into the weekend. And here in the Rogue Valley, pretty nice day for today, and then rain ramps up for tomorrow.